Turn that poop into wine! 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 Hey guys, welcome back to the Great Ace Attorney. We are about to see our friend Sasato off, and I'm really bummed, but at least, you know, now some things are in place to where we can hopefully send her back to Japan on a good note. That'd be nice.
It's just 2 months since we arrived in London. We managed to establish this office. It was feeling as though we were finally settling in. I would be lying if I said I felt no regret.
I'm so sorry, Sasato-san.
It's just so sudden. I really don't know what to think. I've had no time to gather my thoughts.
Yeah. I know we've only been here a short time, but in my limited experience of the courtroom, I feel like I've learned something.
Well, I should hope so. You've learned something. And what would that be,
Mr. Naruto? It seems to me there are many facets to people's personalities.
Well, yeah, but facets? Oh no, is the water running?
No, not like that. And it's more like a jewel. The light plays off them in complex patterns, illuminating their actions and their motives. We've only seen a small number of the total facets. What is illuminated is only part of the whole story.
You lost me.
What lies in the shadows, you know? What do those facets we cannot see look like? Perhaps those are some parts we'll never lay eyes on, for as long as we live.
So true.
Sometimes I feel as though I'm blind to so much, but I keep hoping that one day it will all become clear. That all the facets will be illuminated. I'll finally understand how everything fits together.
Naruto-san. That's a lot to consider.
I suppose what matters is that we keep our eyes open and keep moving forward, even if the way sometimes seems dark.
It's amazing to think it's been just 2 months. You've grown so much.
I've what now?
Oh no, it was nothing. And if you ask about it again, I will throw you.
Okay. Moving on. I mean, these two, they crack me out, and they're not even like, I don't even think they're written to be that like funny. There's something about their friendship. It makes me laugh. Do you know what time you'll leave London in the morning?
Yes, I picked up my ticket earlier. I shall be leaving here at 4 a.m.
God dang, that's early! Well, I'll escort you to the station.
Absolutely not.
Huh? Oh?
I'm sure you realize why I couldn't possibly let you do that. You have a very important day ahead of you tomorrow.
Oh, yeah. Wait, what? Oh, right, it's tomorrow. It's not midnight yet. She won't be at the trial. I know, but
every word you utter have the potential to determine Gina's fate. So don't goof up, you silly Willy. You must get as much rest as possible. Even though, like me, I'm sure you'll find it hard to sleep. But please, for me, do try.
Yeah, I guess. I'm legit the worst at that. Anytime there's like something that's like, whatever you do, you can't mess up tomorrow. I'm like, okay, I'll go sleep as soon as I can. I go sleep at 8 and I can't go sleep till like 5 a.m. It sucks. Hopefully that won't happen to them. You mentioned one final task a moment ago. What did you mean?
Oh my, I nearly forgot. Please, I want you to have this.
What? Your dictionary? Full of all them documents and bundles of documents and a bunch of documents. Really, it's nothing but documents.
It's my notes from 2 months ago. The murder that was committed on the omnibus.
Oh, Dom! That'd actually be super handy. Thank you!
It seems to me that this case of Mr. Windibank's murder, of which Gina is accused, is very much tied with that omnibus, in ways that are not completely apparent. So I took the liberty of consolidating my writings about the case for you.
Well, all right, then, dang. That's quite the bit. That's thinking ahead. Anything else she had to think about. Sasato-san still managed this. All neatly laid out for me in this beautiful handwriting. I don't even know what to say.
It was my pleasure. I can only hope that it will bolster your case tomorrow for Gina.
Thank you so much, Sasato-san. I'll do my best to use it wisely. You really are the best judicial assistant in the world.
Oh, stop. Well, that's extremely flattering and all. But I'm sorry to say that I've been a complete failure.
What? Huh? Nah, I don't know about that, but I didn't quite get what you said there. What?
Ignore me. I'm just mumbling to myself.
Okay. I mean, it's not like all the handwriting's upside down or something in there. You just turn the book around. That won't even be a big deal.
Well, it's getting rather late. I think you should go to bed now, Mr. Naruto. I must finish packing up my things in my room. I wish you the very best of luck tomorrow. Good night.
No. What? Wait, there's something I need to say. What? Come on! I'll just say. Are you trying to force me to sleep or something? What was that?
A secret technique of mine. The Sasato shut down. And you do not want to see the Sasato sleeper hold.
Well, it would get me to sleep quickly. Shut down?
Was it cool? I tried really hard. Please, I implore you.
Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Go to sleep.
If we have to voice our goodbyes, I won't be able to hold back my tears.
Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Hi there, Sato-san. I sure hope I don't have to wear a neck brace tomorrow at the trial. I'd look rather suspect. It truly had been a trying day. On our feet for hours, getting Gina to open up to us, and learning the truth about that nemesis of a case. Physically and mentally, I was exhausted, yet the idea of sleep seemed impossible. I forced myself to close my eyes, and as a cacophony of scenes of our lives here in London played through my mind, eventually, my fatigue triumphed. I fell into a deep sleep. On the floor? I mean, I know he's Japanese, but come on. I'm a turd. Anywho's it? Well, we're here in the hospital. Are we?
Yes, I quite understand. That is a great weight off my mind.
Who is this? I don't even know. Rest assured, I shall put everything in place exactly as we've discussed. Thank you so much.
What are you talking to, Mr. Sholmes? What the hell's going on here?
It's been an honor and a pleasure to be acquainted with you, Mr. Sholmes. On the contrary, the pleasure's been mine. Later, Tater. I bid you farewell, as we say here. Godspeed. Now back to my tobacco. What? My dear madam? What? What the? What? What was that about? I don't know what's going on, but I don't like it. Well, I kind of, I don't know what to make of that. I legitimately don't. Also, I'm going to just keep going because I'm tired. Or not. What is the opposite of tired? I don't know. When I woke up the following morning, Sasato-san was already gone. Bummer. Outside the window, the rain came down in sheets. It's rather convenient. You could just fold them and just want to get in your hair or nothing. And so began an even longer day than the last. One that I would remember for the rest of my days. Bro, it's just the 5th chapter. It's not. Wait, I'm thinking of Danganronpa has 6 chapters. Oh, don't. This is. The Old Bailey defendants, antechamber 1994. Second, that's not the time, day, or the season. What? I don't know where I got that number from. Good morning, Gina.
You bloody effing.
Don't say it. I'm determined to prove your innocence today. I'm sure we can do it.
So where's your friend then?
Sorry?
You know, in the fancy dress, Surasato or whatever have you. I don't know.
Miss Sasato had to leave early this morning. She's already gone by the time I woke up, you see.
You alright with that, ya? Forget about me if you like. Forget about me if you like. Go see it often.
My dear vaguely Australian lass, it's really fine. It's not as though Mrs. Sato and I won't meet again. One day we will, I'm sure.
Even so.
But you, Gina, you only get one chance today. This trial is all we have. Good morning, you two. Huh?
Kitty! How are you feeling, Ginny? Did you manage to sleep? Iris, what are you doing here? What do you mean? When a friend is in need, we show our support. Isn't that right, Waggy? Waggy, no!
Great way to show your support, kitty. I'm out of here, Shucky!
Let him have a nose around. What can he do? Oh, that reminds me. I brought a paper on the way here. I like it. It's rather smelly and a little damp, but would you like the good news or the bad news? What do you say, Bruno? Ginny?
I think I'd rather get the bad news out of the way first. Yeah, I'd prefer to end on a good note.
Always take the good news first. You might not live to hear the bad.
A different outlook, I guess. I could get behind that.
The question always gives people personalities.
That question always gives people personalities? Oh, yeah. Let's not go with Freudian analysis, all right?
Alrighty then. I'll give you the bad news first. A record amount of rain has fallen this morning, and carriages all the capital is struggling to move.
That's not so bad for me. It was just a weather report? Okay.
I hope that Susie made her train to Dover. The train isn't delayed on the way to the
Oh, right. Oh, God, I didn't think of that. Oh, gosh. Yeah, that...
Alright then, so what's the good news? Well, the rain is forecast to subside this afternoon. So even if the train is delayed, we should be able to make up the time later.
Oh, to see Sasato.
That is good news, isn't it?
I think so.
Couldn't give a monkeys, really.
If only good news cancel out the bed. Okay, well...
And look, this trial's made the headlines too! Pawnbroker perishes the pick-purse plunder, see? I do love alliteration. How'd you like that? Let him say what you want. See if I care.
I can't because you're covering your face. She's probably ashamed deep down. I know I'd be, but...
Don't worry, Bruno. We'll soon show everyone that this headline is nonsense.
I will...
And then in tomorrow's papers, the headline will be... Discharged diver is dauntless do-gooder. Isn't that right, Bruno?
Yeah, let's hope so.
Of course they will. I've absolute faith in you. How was that? I was trying to sound like Susie. Did it work? Did it?
It's like she was still here. I don't know if he's being sarcastic or not. I just have no faith in any of this. Oh yeah, we got the paper. Why do we get the paper for court record now?
Good luck then, Bruno. I'll do what I can.
Hello?
Obviously, I don't know how the law like Susie does, but still. Become prepared. I'll be your side the whole time, giving you moral support.
I'm not sure that big thing is comforting as you think it is, but thank you. Iris, that's very kind of you, in your own special way.
Oh, yeah, Iris? Yes, Ginny? Well, I was wondering. It's all about Sholmes. They fixed him up all right. Yes. The operation was a great success.
Your face says otherwise.
But Hurley still hasn't come around yet. What? Oh, hey! I've asked a friend of mine at Scotland Yard to send a telegram as soon as he wakes up.
Sure, Gregson will let you know, but... What about what we saw last night? What the heck?
Oh, right.
No Sasato-san and no Mr. Sholmes. It's all down to me today. God, it's lonely. Jeez, our starting cast versus, like, the people who are left. I mean, Sholmes didn't die, but it's legit just us three. It's kind of stark. Let's prove that Gina's innocent of the crime. I gotta do it! Let's get ready to rumble! Miss Gina Lestrade, counsel for the defense. Trial's about to begin. This bailiff sounds like somebody I know. Please make your way to the courtroom!
It's time then. Good luck, you all.
Let's go, Gina. Iris.
Lead the way, Bruno. You can do it.
So is she actually, like, by her side the trial? Okay, we'll just take it one step at a time. Poor Gina. She's trying to put on a brave face. I can tell she's worried and scared. I have to believe in her from start to finish. That's the weapon that will secure a victory here. Just like I was literally just about to say. Just like he did for me. I learned from anything from a great friend. It's that. So let's get ready, yo. We got this. I don't remember any of the evidence, but it'll be fine. 17th April, 10 a.m. Sharp. The Old Bailey courtroom. We're back. And there's some familiar faces on the... What? Wait, was that? In the name of Her Majesty the Queen, I hereby declare this court to be in session. The trial shall determine the guilt or innocence of Miss Gina Lestrade. I'll now call upon the counsel for the prosecution and defense to declare the willingness to proceed, all right? The prosecution is ready. The defense is good to go. That's not what I asked. Lord Van Zee asks, my lord, remind me, how many years ago was it that you withdrew from the public prosecution service? I think it was the same day as my anniversary, so I'm trying to keep track. It was some 5 years ago, my lord. Well, that don't help me. The date, Sonny, the date. Ah, well, whatever. And then 2 months ago, you resurfaced somewhat unexpectedly. Here you are again. Man, ain't that crazy? Are there some circumstances which the court shall be aware that have led to this erratic behavior? In what I describe as your former life 5 years past, it dealt exclusively with matters concerned with highest echelons of society and government. Wait, really? Yet today you choose to try a simple case of burglary and murder? I'm not opposed, but I confess I find it more than a little befuddling, counsel. There are two types of person I can abide. Firstly, those wealthy scoundrels who hide in the mask of philanthropy to cheat the public at large.
Which means Mr. McGill did, who defended against the Reaper 2 months ago.
Yes, Iris, I get it. I just about managed to work that out. Thank you for trying, Iris.
It's okay, Bruno. I got your back.
Magnus McGilded. If I'd known he was a monster, I never would have defended him. Oh well. And secondly, even more loathsome, those wily scoundrels who masquerade as allies, only to effect total betrayal in the final hour. In other words, the confidence tricksters from those tiny islands in the Far East. The Nipponese. Whoa, that sounds awfully racist. What? He just say that? Hold up. What did he say? Hold up. Those wily scoundrels who masquerade as allies only to effect total betrayal in the... Is he talking about the war? Oh.
He means you, Bruno. That's rather rude, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, I agree. I actually managed to work that out, too. Thank you so much, Iris. Okay, total betrayal? What are you talking about? Okay, then. The torrid look of hatred in Lord Van Zeek's eyes. Was that directed solely at me? We're talking about all Japanese people. Either way, I'm ticked. Ugh. Well, as alarming as your scathing, blatant racism was, Lord Van Zeek's, the Judiciary Council welcomes the return of the so-called Reaper of the Bailey, feared by all London malefactors. Couldn't do it without you. Your lordship is too kind. Now, jurors, the 6 of you have been selected at random to represent the people in that trial. Here they are. It's why there's only so many people in London, I guess. You're back, John. What are you doing? Wait, that guy's a doctor? Are you ready to hear the evidence placed before you? Well, I'm a lieutenant in the British Army, you know. Tribes like me were born yesterday. You were born ready, not yesterday. That's quite the opposite.
Clean crockery, clean cutlery, and a clean conscience. His lordship's motto is very appropriate here, I think.
Who is this guy? What? Everything will be stereoscopic in the future. Absolutely everything. And I'm ready for it.
I don't understand it. I can't have left it in there, and that's not possible. But could I?
What are you doing? What? You're back too?
Women indispensable in this society. Stop. Female-centric future awaits. Stop.
Wait, what the? Weren't you the... You were on the boat, right? No, you weren't on the boat. You're the Russian guy. Good day. I am visiting London for sightseeing. Like to take bus to Crystal Tower, please. Wow. This cannot be worse.
Is something wrong, Aruno? Isn't his hat rather large? Juror number 6.
Yeah, it is. Okay. Hopefully nobody here holds a grudge. I'm fairly sure I recognize these jurors. Almost all of them, in fact. Did they stack the jury against me? Oh, God.
Really? Funny coincidences like that do happen from time to
time, don't they? Yeah, a coincidence.
That's quite strange. The jurors are chosen at random from London's 6 million inhabitants, you know.
So I've led to believe, but something tells me I'm being duped. Yeah. This is somebody stacking the jury. All right, then. Get to it, man. The court calls upon the prosecution to introduce the facts of their case. As you wish, my lord. Allow me to begin with a word of warning to the ladies and gentlemen of the jury. In short, there have never been a more self-evident case of cold-blooded murder. That guy's so goofy. The victim, Mr. Pop Winterbag, proprietor of a pawn shop on Baker Street, was shot from behind and died instantly. Shot from behind? What? Oh, yeah. The prosecution presents this photographic print of the crime scene. Okay. As the court will observe, there is a single bullet wound just below the gentleman's left shoulder. The evidence suggests that the bullet pierced the man's heart, resulting in near instant death. Only got hit with that Mudo skill, I reckon. Moving on to the findings of Scotland Yard's coroner. His report states that the bullet entered the body on a rising diagonal trajectory. Rising diagonal? Aw, crud. From so below. What's that supposed to tell us? It means the victim was either shot by someone significantly shorter in height than himself. Someone like the accused, you might say.
Oh, my God. Crazy.
I mean, the burglars could have been shorter than us, right? I didn't get a good look. There were two heads, though. I remember that. The prosecution wished... But freaking Egbert's not tall. No, he is tall. Frank. The prosecution... Stop being interrupted. Wishes to present the autopsy report and crime scene photograph as evidence. My lord. All right, then. Where they at, though? Oh, no. Get him over here. All right. Okay, when I get a chance, I'm gonna take a look at that and myself figure it out. I now ask the court to turn its attention to this plan of the establishment where the incident occurred. Alright, floor plan not too bad. The proprietor was found in the storeroom where he kept articles pawned to him. A windowless room with a single point of entry. A door to the main shop that was found locked. It's not... Well, there's technically a window, but not with any glass. It's just the door. But in this sealed chamber, there are only two persons present. The victim, Mr. Winterbank, and the accused. Oh my... yeah, I'm starting to remember the case now, god dang it. It may further interest the court to know that when the accused was discovered at the scene, she had in her hand the gun used to fire the fatal bullet.
Well, yeah, it looks pretty bad. Well, that's that, isn't it?
Here's the grubby little girl pickpocket anyway.
She's one of those filthy drabs lives in the East End, Mommy. Oh, well, it was only a matter of time before blood got shed.
What are the jurors waiting for? She's guilty as heck.
We can't jump to conclusions here. Come on, people. Ugh. Sticking my tongue out at all you. I licked my microphone by accident. Ew. That's... I don't know what's worse to say, that it didn't taste horrible, or... I'm just gonna stop there. We can't jump to conclusions here. We mustn't assume her guilt because of what she has to do to survive. God, we're still doing this, man? Which is it this time? My learned Nipponese friend. It is you who mustn't jump to conclusions. The prosecution has barely begun presenting its case. Well, get to it, buddy. Why are you taking time for it? Cut out the lunch break, whatever.
Johnny, you don't eat wine.
I know. Aren't there winesickles, though? Conveniently, this appalling act of murder did not go unobserved. There were witnesses. Huh? Good gracious. How? After their testimony, this girl's true nature will be exposed. Pitiful pickers. Or cold-hearted killer. Here's to establishing the truth. Dang, Gina kind of frosty, though. She don't even look phased. She's like, all right, then, you're going to chuck it at what? Do not throw things in my courtroom, preferably. The court will take the floor plan and firearm and evidence as well. Hand them to me, bailiff. Careful now. No. Not once, my lord. Okay, all right. This isn't good.
I feel like the mood in here has turned very gloomy all of a sudden, Bruno.
I think that's because it has. Things are looking bad. He's taking the coat. He's taking the coat off already? Bro! I'm starting at phase 2. Let us begin. Bring forth the witnesses to the foul murder of Mr. Pop Winterberg on 16th of April this year.
Let's see him.
What? Huh? Oh, dump.
What? No, Gregory.
Greg's... No, come on.
Witnesses, state your names and occupations for the court. Who are you? I'm Nash Skulkin. Occupation is baddie. Professional baddie. I got that pear booty.
Name's Ringo Skolkin. Occupation's, same as him.
Tobias Gregson, Scotland Yard Inspector. Who's your mama? That's right. We're what they call... Ooh, the Three Skull Brewers. Skulkin brother. What are you? What are they doing? What are they showing their butts? What is happening? Hey, what are you looking at me for? You stuck a dungus? You don't love me when you walk. Come on. Cold, blimey, that's cold. Don't you know what we're going through? This old bruv lost contact with you, so we're scouring every shady corner of the capital with you. Then last night we came across you. Very spit of the bloke, ain't that right, Ringo? Oh, nice he is. Very spit of him. We decided there then what we're gonna do. We was gonna call you. Why are they doing this? Big bruv Soaky. Come on, leave it at leave me out of here, you two. Freaking losers, what are they doing? Eating? Come on, can't eat in public. It's messed up. Sulky Skulkin. That's before he runs out of chips? I just realized, yeah, he also eats in public. Well then, Inspector Sulky Gregson.
Begging your pardon, my lord, but the name's Tobias. Like that Bluth fella, yeah.
What I'd like to know, Inspector, is what you're doing in the witness stand. The Skulkin brothers are currently under arrest, my lord, on suspicion of theft.
Wait, are they the guys in the place?
Thieves? Are they these three?
No, don't get it twisted. My lord. Begging your pardon, but please don't lump me in with these bozos.
2 nights ago, these 2 brothers illegally entered an establishment with the intent to burgle. And in the course of their nefarious activities, they became embroidered in a far more sinister crime. Oh, by Jove, you mean to say... what an extraordinary coincidence.
Yeah, coincidence, my boy.
Indeed, my lord. While attempting to burglarize the pawnbrokery, I witnessed its proprietor's murder.
Jesus Christ, that guy's daddy.
Order, God, quit spitting on me, man. Saw my wig. God, I mean, my hair. The various trespasses of these brothers is not the subject of today's proceedings. Though they will naturally face trial in the very near future.
Yeah, we'll make sure that we will. With your lordship's permission, I'd like to remain in the stand to keep these 2 gents on the straight and the narrow.
All right, now. At least they explained it. Of course, Inspector. Skeptical as I am about the caliber of the witnesses, I'll permit them to take the stand. Mr. Skulkin, who will now testify before the court. Describe the events of the night in question and what exactly you saw.
Happy to. Once we figure our accents out, 'cause the Skulkin's never skulking. Getting real sick of these effing idiots, so god dang it. Get out of it. Get out of it. They're so cringy. I hate them. Why are they so red in the face? It's rather toasty, dude. No, it's not. We was walking down Baker Street in that small house on the gas down was a JSC. What? It was like some kind of bad sign begging for us to go in, it was. But once we get in, call blimey lammy, we're in a gunshot from the back there. We went to see what was what, but the door was locked from the inside, it was. Yeah, okay. So, oi there, Skulkin, there's a bunch of bullets flying. Let's head in there and check it out. Nobody says that ever. We never done nothing, Governor. We never took nothing. We just had that left and that nice and quiet, you see? There was a camel, but I didn't want to tell you.
A terrible, coincidence, it would seem. Wow. At the precise moment these miscreants enter the property, even more sinister crime was afoot. All right then. The witness's testimony is consistent with the crime scene in every detail.
Didn't we? I know he's explaining it and all, but I'm pretty sure our account was a bit different.
The door providing access to the storeroom from the main shop was indeed locked from the inside, and within only the victim and the accused were found.
But why would the owner of the shop lock himself in? That's really odd.
I must say, it does appear to be overwhelmingly simple case. Still, the defense may cross-examine if they like, I guess.
Okay.
Counsel? What?
Yeah. What's up?
What's the matter, Runo?
I'm sorry. I'm gassy. I don't know what I ate for breakfast, but it's. I was just stunned into silence for a minute by the blatant lies being told by that pair on the stand. I know that it's all nonsense, because I saw it with my own eyes.
Yeah, exactly! I don't remember what I saw with my own eyes, but...
I'll just have to expose their testimony for the pack of lies it is.
We definitely... When we saw them, they fired a shot. Straight up.
Was that maybe what hit the calendar? Then how do you explain the blood? I don't know. There's definitely another shot fired that night. I'm sure of it.
We was walking down Baker Street in the small hours of the afternoon.
What does that even mean? English, you fool! The front door of the Windibanks was ajar, you say? What time?
It must have been about 1, right, Ringo? You know.
Excuse me.
Oh, crap, I messed up. Mr. Ringo, do you have something to add?
What?
Something that was said just now appears to have got you thinking.
No, can't say ever done that. I was just thinking about me bro, Skulkin.
You're the one that's lost?
Yeah, bro, you can't say straight sometimes. That would give me shame what we had to eat.
He sounds like a very kind man, but would you please answer the question?
What is all this? Get out with it. These chips are mine. Not sharing with you. Come on, hustle it up, sunshine. It was like some kind of bad sign begging for us to go in, it was.
Nobody does that. Who are they kidding?
What are you trying to suggest? That you had to go in?
Well, God moves in mysterious ways, they say, don't they, Ringo? They do, Nosh, they do. Must have been some sort of providence, I reckon.
No, there was no divine intervention that made you want to burgle. Ugh. God's will often presents itself at the whim of thieves, does it? Wow. Your God's here a little different than in Japan.
It wasn't no whim, I'm dead sure of that.
I like how the box moves up to accommodate Ringo's head.
If it wasn't now, she would, like we said at the time.
His accent is not effing working at all. I just don't like these guys. I don't want to take them seriously. Look at them. They're so freaking... Ugh.
Yeah, don't find doors open in the middle of the night like that. Nah, there's no two ways about it. It was a sign that our long-lost brother was inside.
What? Huh?
They're not very good liars, are they?
No, not at all, Iris.
You can't deny it. It led us to a bloke what looks like our bruv.
I said cut it out. Come on. Not even the same. Are you Italian? Huh? Look like a London to me.
Okay, that was not it.
So we go inside, call blimey lummy. We had a gunshot from the back of the room.
I think that's fine. We went to see what was what, but the doors couldn't because the door was locked from the inside.
But wait a minute.
There's a goddamn like. When I got there, you could definitely see inside, so that's bullcrap for sure. Do you mean the door between the main shop and the storeroom? Ed, my learned friend, is having difficulty grasping the situation. Look at the map! Look at it! Look at it! Excluding the shop's entrance from the street, there's only one other door. That of the storeroom, I'm afraid.
Of course there was only a little old lampy burning. Not much to see, boy. And the door was hidden by that curtain and all.
That's right. Oh yeah, there is a curtain. Come on. If you could see the door... when we arrived, the door was mostly obscured by the curtain. I felt that was them just trying to hide it. Alright then, tell me, why exactly did you try to open that door? If it was behind the curtain and all.
Oh,
Any normal petty thief would run at the sound of a gunshot. I should think.
Oh, your turn to rob it, Ringo. Well, that's, yeah. I suppose you have to say we ain't normal, eh?
Broadly speaking, humans respond in one of two ways of hearing a gunshot or scream. The timid flee, gripped by fear, while the courageous investigate to see if they might help. These gentlemen are the latter inclination, my learned Nipponese friend. It would seem it is of the former.
Hey, what the? I dashed to the scene too, douchebag. I almost got shot.
Somehow I just proved that I was a coward. All right.
I mean,
Thank you, counsel. So I believe we all understand the door is locked and could not be opened. Proceed, witness.
but dude, you could.
Okay, I need to look at the evidence. Hold up. Present. Wait, I don't want to present, actually. Okay, I can present, but... Let's look at it all first. Let me see it, sucker. Alright, but the map clearly doesn't show that there was an opening you could totally see out of. Let's get a look at this. Yeah, looks like him. Yeah, copper hair. Yeah, I'm at a loss here, actually. Did I look at this at all? Yeah. Alright, so this is pretty detailed. Let's see here. Okay, this is stuff we already know. Got it. You know, we never checked out the paper.
Woo.
There he is, front and center. Oh gosh.
Pawnbroker perishes in pickpocketed plunder. How awful. But Ginny, I mean. And the pawnbroker.
But tomorrow's headline will be Discharged Divers Dauntless Do-Gooder, right?
Yes, something like that. I'd like to go even bigger.
Bigger than that. What?
Proud pickpocket protects planet post-trial.
Perhaps. Let's protects planet. What?
I can't wait for tomorrow now. It's going to be so great. We just gotta get done this silly little trial first.
Silly. Well, if it's not in here, I just don't know. Omnibus murder, and yeah, that's okay. It has nothing to do with the brothers. Man, why is my memory so bad? It's usually pretty decent. We never done nothing, Governor. We never took nothing. We never left. We just left after that. Nice and quiet. I don't believe you. That didn't happen. You tried to shoot at me. I'm pretty sure. You didn't do or take anything? Is that really your story?
Well, it was bedlam soon as, weren't it? It was, Nash, it was. Didn't even have time to pull me dukes out me lousy lockets.
What are you people talking about? So with no time to take your hands out of your pockets, you left nice and quietly, right? That's what you're testifying?
That's right, Governor. Nothing we ain't more than violence. Peace, love, and nibblers we is, not burglars. We are, Nash, we are. Never pulled me dukes out of me Lucy lockets.
So you clearly like us to believe, but we both know that's bullcrap.
Oi, come again.
As you fled from the pawnbrokers that night, did you not run into anyone else? Anyone maybe here in the courtroom today? And did you not fire a gun at that person?
Well, you fired the bullets, mate. I mean, I don't know I've ever hired one, but...
Saints alive, they fired a gun at you? Is that what you're getting at?
Oh, crap! Blimey, Governor, we messed up! You ain't telling us it was you in the doorway?
Yeah, it was.
Oh, why the bloody Nora? Didn't you mention that before?
Because I'm going to catch you in a lie! You're armed with a gun, and you know it! And as you fled the scene, you fired that gun at London's greatest detective, Sherlock Sholmes!
They shot the great hurt Mr. Sholmes? I did hear that, actually. There was a rumor going around. Great Sholmes, that's beyond the pale.
On the night in question, this pair were arrested by the police within minutes of the discovery of the crime scene. Their suspicion countenance rapidly gave them away.
Sorry about that, Wheeze.
And when we searched, a firearm was indeed found in the possession.
There we go! There he is! Wait, no! That's good!
Dude, if we get any of Mr. Sholmes' blood on that... Dude, can we see the gun? Please, please, please. I'm not gonna fire it. Bro, please. Bro, give me the gun! Please, please. Furthermore, the barrel shows sign of a shot being fired from it. There we go. The prosecution invites his lordship to examine the firearm recovered from these brothers. All right. Remnants of powder around the muzzle, as they say, yeah. No, what? Is he praying? The court will hold his weapon as evidence. All right, firearm found in the possession of the Skulkin brothers. There's signs of a round being fired. That pretty much confirms it. Then we cannot rely on their testimony. They've already lied once. Now, my Nipponese friend, Yeah? Here to your successful presenting of the evidence. Thank you. Oh God, he has a gun in his hand! Ah! For yes, there are the telltale signs of spent powder on this gun, and a single bullet missing from the cylinder. Now the prosecution demands evidence that it was fired at the scene of the crime under scrutiny in this trial.
Objection.
I think I can do that. I don't need evidence, because I was there!
Objection.
Put me on the stand! However, the rest of us in the courtroom were not. Okay, I get you, but if the defense fails to provide evidence in support of its rash claim, we shall have no choice but to toast to your incompetence and move on. Their designs are growing on me, I guess. Evidence that these two fired the gun before they left the Windibanks that night. I mean, we have the calendar thing, but with the blood from that calendar, from the sounds of it, I thought the bullet was still in Mr. Sholmes. The court demands that all claims are affirmed with that clear proof. So get on with it. What the heck? Okay, can I look at the gun before I present it? Oh golly, that's scary. Okay. Any ideas, Iris? So there's ammunition still loaded in 5 of this revolver's 6 cylinders? What?
Yes, which tells us that only a single shot was fired from it.
Exactly. Or they could only afford 5 bullets, but let's not bring that up.
The bullet that hit Hurley, in fact, isn't it?
It happened almost as soon as we walked through the Windibank store.
I'll make those brothers pay.
Okay, that sadly did not work. All right. I gotta think of something, man. You know, I'm just saying that other Skulkin brother's also a bit smaller than the proprietor of the shop. My gut is telling me the blood samples, man. Purple, blue, and green. We never discovered green. But do we have a way to get, like, Sholmes' blood? I don't know. I want to almost present that. It might come to that. Wait, why did we never use the blood sample thing on this? That, oh yeah, right, because it has a... Wait, no, I'm pretty sure we did, and that's how we discovered that the blood was different. It's almost harder because there are so many ways to prove that they're guilty of at least, you know, lying in court. But I'm pretty sure it has to be this, because, like, legit. But is there a way to choose specifically this one? I mean, maybe because it's the last one I picked, it'll automatically go to it. Here we go. I don't think that worked. Oh, gosh. The evidence is in this portfolio. What? What are you talking about? Give me a minute. During the course of the investigation, we discovered a number of bloodstains. Not trusting the police to do the job they trained to do. How arrogantly Nipponese of you. What? Well, anyway. Like, seriously, no one's gonna speak up. We analyzed all the blood samples we found at and recorded the results in this portfolio. And you claim to have the evidence the court is demanding for, and there? I don't follow. Yes, my lord, I think so. No more dallying then. Well, come on, where's it at? What do you got in that portfolio that proves these witnesses unloaded a firearm? This?
Take that!
Right? What is that? What is, get it out of here. What is it? It's blood. It's a photographic print taken at the Windibanks pawnbrokery on the day of the incident. From the scene of the crime? All right, yeah, see a bullet hole there. Is that a bullet hole? Oh my God, it is! And my eyes do not deceive me. It might appear the bullet still lies in there. Yeah, so there was a bullet fired at the pawnbrokery. We already sort of knew that, but as your lordship noticed, the bullet pierced Mr. Windibank's calendar. And that means the date being shown the 16th of April, the very day of the pawnbroker's death. The incident occurred at 1 hour after midnight. But that indicates that a separate shot's been fired sometime. Yeah, so they were there a while. That pretty much confirms it, dude. Sometime after the calendar's been set, the 16th. That's right, and while it's irrefutable, the defense believes this is credible evidence that the witness did fire a round from their gun in the pawnbrokery that night. They fired two. I bet. But then, how do we explain the other gun?
Order. How does the prosecution stand, Lord ZX?
Let me finish my sip. If that is the direction my learned friend wishes to take, the prosecution has no objection. Huh?
I said stop doing the guy!
You'll forgive me for the flinging of my hollowed chalice.
It was full. It ain't that hollow.
Aside in disgust of the repugnancy it exposes. Yes, on the night in question, these brothers entered the pawnbrokery illegally. And like the bold baddies they claim to be, opened fire on the new arrivals before fleeing back into the streets.
I thought you were an outside. Take it easy there, Governor. You gonna let us in the soup, yes? Well, the deal, we all gonna get into them details, right? I can't want to tell them, Sulky, set the bloke straight. I got nothing to add.
So he knew. Okay. Great. Van Zeeks knew their testimony was almost certainly exposed the extent of their crimes. So why call them is this a trap? It would seem now that I owe my learned Nipponese friend a word of gratitude.
Huh?
What I mean is that you have helpfully confirmed an important fact.
What are you doing? He's talking like L from Death Note. Like, I knew you'd do the... Dude, come on. What fact do you refer? Just tell us. I don't want to wait till the next episode.
As has been established, the point of the arrest. A single shot been fired from the brother's gun. However, if that shot found its target in Mr. Sholmes, then clearly these witnesses cannot be accused of the fatal shooting of the proprietor.
Oh, dump. You're right. Crap, no!
In other words, these two men have no material connection to the murder at the window banks at all.
God, they were a trap. You're kidding me. Yeah, woohoo, yeah. Darcy, we didn't have nothing to do with it. We did. They look so cute. Like, that's so annoying. I hate them. Like little schoolboys. We didn't, Dash. We did. That's what I reckon.
Other crimes include unlawful entry, intent to steal, perjury, and let us not forget attempted murder.
Quite a catalog, eh, fellas? Boy, we ain't guilty that other thing, we in for it now, bro.
Now then, let us take a moment to consider the aforementioned great detective, Mr. Herlock Sholmes. It would seem the man patronized the pawnbrokers and questioned somewhat regularly.
Yeah. He was looking for his violin. What's going on with this? Why does he even know that? What?
Mr. Sholmes appeared to take pleasure in tinkering with eccentric machinery.
Eccentric, says who? I'm about to put a kitty door on his head.
That would kill. God.
Don't look at me. I mean, they're wonderful, perfect inventions. I don't know what he's on about. He installed a pair of machines like the one in the victim's shop.
Oh, no. That one's of Hurley's red-handed recorders.
What is that? What? No, really, what is that? Get it out of here. I hate it. Has the appearance of a photographic contraption. It does.
As your lordship has surmised, it is indeed a camera attached to a small timing device.
Okay, so
every half an hour it automatically makes a photograph in the interior of the establishment. The idea being that a thief were to break into the shop, he would be caught red-handed. As long as, it didn't take him too long to steal, or yeah. The prosecution has obtained the photographs taken by the device on the night in question.
Gotcha. So there's one. Nothing disturbed still. God, this must have been expensive.
As the court will observe, copious identical prints are produced in quite delusionary fashion. Yeah, I was expecting something different, not gonna lie. Rather prodigal, I feel. Wow. In fact, there are 2 such devices in the victim's shop, my lord. Alright, where's the other one? If I may refer the court to the plan of the premises. Their respective positions are here and here. You probably should have gotten another angle, I don't know. You say the cameras produce a print every half hour. I'm afraid I fail to see how that would help in an anticipated theft conducted as activities in one of the many 30-minute intervals. Well, we never know what happens in the mind of a gentleman like Mr. Sholmes, but one can only pray that there would be criminals linger, my lord. Well. On the night in question, the witnesses currently in the stand were not caught on camera. Oh, yeah! Oh, yeah, we're the best! Oh, yeah! Can't get over it. It's the funniest thing ever. We didn't get caught! Yeah! That's bit Friar talk way, bruv. Lady looks to Skulkin, she does. Witnesses, will you stop fist bumping so much? It's taking me off. Cut that out, man. What time did you trespass begin? Now be honest. Must have been just after 1, right, bruv? Must have been Nash, must have been, yeah, just gone 1 it was. In which case, minutes before these brothers entered the establishment, what scene might have expected to see within the shop? Let us examine the evidence. No, come on. What? You're joking. You're joking. What? No, what? Good lord. Gina, that is some unlucky timing. It's the defendant, Miss Gina Lestrade. Oh, you there, Skulkin, bro? She don't did. Yes, she did. Yeah, yeah, bro. As the court can clearly see. Come on. I don't think she's purchasing that gun, is she? Doubtful. The accused is pictured, gun in hand, facing the victim over the shop counter. No doubt coercing the proprietor to open the door to his storeroom. I believe in Gina, I believe in Gina, I don't know if I do. Quite, only one can too easily imagine the events that there unfolded. Court will take the photographic print as evidence. Get it over here. Come on, give it.
I don't believe it. Jenny.
In short, shorter than the Skulkin brother over there, the accused is the only person who could possibly have killed the window bank.
Bruno, you shouldn't do that. It's not good for your back.
I say, my lord. Eh? Who the dump? Oh, what's up? Wonder if I might put in a word at this point. Go ahead, foreman. Took a bally bullet to the knee in the battle of my wand, reunited, don't you know? Decorated for it and all that, but forced to retire from service, sadly. Thank you for sharing, but get on with it. Of course, a medal never outshines the exploits of champs, I guess, on the battlefield. And? What exactly is your point? Carried on the battle after retirement, you see, the battle of daily life, if you like. And here I am now leading the small squadron. Yes, a little bit of training we do. 6 men, all good and true. And we all go down together, you mark my words. One for all, and all the rest will. All for one and one for all, if you want that. You got the drill. The ladies and gentlemen, the jury have reached an agreement, have they? I believe that's what you're getting at. Well, is that what we are to understand? Oh, God, no, come on, that's bullcrap. Well, is that correct, foreman? In plain English, please. In a manner of speaking, yes. That is the gird-up squadron's positions, huh? It's too soon. What? Status report for the court, man, on the double.
His lordship insists on promptitude at all times. And that goes for making decisions, too.
I think you'll find the truth of it clear as day. I could reach out and touch it.
I wouldn't have left it in there, I wouldn't have. But in all honesty, I can't quite remember. Oh, goodness.
Situation clear. Stop. No room for doubt. Stop. Truth. Now undeniable. Stop.
I am very sorry for brothers. Those are unlucky.
Aye, then, you gonna do the Emancipation Proclamation guy? Like, come on. And now I'll call upon each member of the jury to state his opinions on the matter. Now it's your discussion. Consider the verdict.
Guilty.
Go. That's how John Garrett sounds? What the?
Guilty.
Guilty.
I'm close on that guy.
Guilty.
I don't know.
Guilty.
Guilty.
I can get it. I'll figure that one out.
I think he's guilty.
What is that voice? God, it's gonna drive me crazy. It's probably some obscure Scooby-Doo character. Like from the John Cena DVD. I've seen it. It's okay. It does appear that the jury is unanimous and it's leaning already. That photograph. No, come on. It's gotta be forged. It must be the definitive evidence that Gregson was talking about.
But Ginny didn't shoot him. She told me. Come on.
Of course not, Iris. Oh my lord. The defense wishes to assert its right as a summation, examination, proclamation, declaration. Are you gonna do this every trial in the franchise? All right, here you go. So you refuse to admit defeat again? How unsurprising. Well, it worked the other times. You shall proceed immediately with the summation, examination, proclamation. I like saying it even though it ain't the real word. Are all the members of the jury ready?
Absolutely, sir. I was ready for action, my chops. On with it. Turn up.
All right then. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, go at it. Explain what grounds you have determined the defendant to be guilty.